This is it, folks, the first Australian drive of the BYD Shark 6 plug-in hybrid ute. This is the thing that's just about broken the internet. There's so much interest in it. So let's get into it without any more mucking around. Come the end of October, the BYD Shark 6 will be the first plug-in hybrid petrol-electric dual-cab 4x4 ute to go on sale in Australia, with first delivery slated for December or January. Fellow Chinese brand GWM will have its own PHEV ute in Australia in early 2025, and the Ford Ranger plug-in will also be here next year. The Shark 6 is going to launch in Australia in one highly spec model before the end of 2024. Yet it's going to be priced at around $60,000 plus on-road costs. That's going to place it against mid-spec rivals like the Ford Ranger XLT and Toyota Hilux SR5. That's going to give it a significant equipment advantage. BYD wants to keep it simple at launch. For instance, there will be only 4 exterior colours and 1 interior, basic black. But there will be a range of accessories, including ADR-compatible bull bars developed with local 4x4 experts Ironman, and later there will be a suspension lift kit. The Shark 6 definitely fits the brief when it comes to big and bluff ute design. The grille is meant to look like the open mouth of a shark, and of course there's a shark fin antenna. Cute. BYD's local distributor pushed hard to have the logo stamped in the tailgate to help promote the name. Exterior equipment the Shark 6 comes with standard includes 18-inch alloy wheels, roof racks, side steps and LED headlights. The sports bar fitted to this vehicle is not standard, but will be optionally available. Okay, get under the bonnet, and this is where this vehicle just gets incredibly fascinating. Forget everything you know about orthodox diesel-powered 4x4 utes. Under the bonnet, the Shark 6 has a 1.5 litre turbo petrol engine and an electric motor. They drive the front wheels together, although the petrol engine's primary task is to recharge the Shark's LFP battery pack. There is another electric motor mounted on the rear axle that drives the rear wheels at all times except when shut down in energy-saving eco mode. The combined power and torque outputs of the Shark 6 shame most of its diesel-powered rivals, and BYD claims it also accelerates faster from 0 to 100 kilometres an hour than the mighty Ford Ranger Raptor. It's expected to travel up to 80 kilometres on electricity alone and has a combined claim range of 800 kilometres. When the battery's depleted, fuel consumption with the engine alone running is going to come out at about 7.9 litres per 100, roughly normal diesel consumption. Okay, the changes don't stop there. There is no gearbox as you know it, everything drives off a single gear, and there's no low range reduction gears for off-roading. BYD says electric motor torque negates that, nor are there differential locks. BYD reckons its traction control system can handle off-road challenges. And the rear suspension is independent rather than a torsion beam, so off-road articulation is something we'll be paying attention to. Climb in here from some old utes or maybe even some modern ones and you're going to be a bit overwhelmed by what you find here. First off, the technology is like everywhere. You've got the digital screen in front of you for the instrumentation, you've got the big touch screen for all your infotainment, and then there's a head-up display as well. But it's not just that, there's also a lot of luxury touches in here, the seating, the stitching and so on. It all feels and looks pretty good. Of course, you've also got the rotating screen. Hey, it wouldn't be a BYD without some sort of funky element. When we said the Shark 6 Premium was well equipped, we certainly weren't kidding. Real and fake leather trims, powered, ventilated and heated front seats, 12-speaker audio system, satellite navigation, and of course Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There's no ANCAP rating for the Shark 6 yet, but the BYD people seem very confident of a 5-star result. It's certainly fitted with a heap of drive assist systems that will help it qualify. Among the many things BYD's trumpeting about the Shark 6 is how it's done a good job of the rear seat. And I got to tell you, this is a very comfortable space. The backrest is reclined. There's plenty of knee room for me, plenty of toe room, plenty of headroom. Now, just in terms of the driving position, that's my driving position, 180 centimetres. So 2 6-footers, one behind the other. You can see there's a decent amount of space. Not only that, features are good here. You've got door pockets, map pockets, 2 cup holders in the fold down armrest here. And down here, you've also got these 2 USBs and this 3-pin plug for power. The Shark 6 can carry up to 790 kilos in its tub. Standard features include a spray and tub liner, soft open and closed tailgate, cargo lights and retaining hooks. But the coolest feature is hidden under this flap. Because of its big battery pack, the Shark 6 has what's called vehicle to load, or V2L. Great for the work site or camping. Speaking of camping and caravans, one of the Shark 6's key shortfalls is a 2,500 kilo brake towing capacity. There's a bigger Shark plug-in coming as soon as 2025, which we expect will deal with this issue. All right, enough of the chat. Let's get in this thing and see what it's like to drive. Okay, first things first, up front, this is not a full road test of the new Shark 6. We've got pre-production cars here and we can only drive them in strictly controlled circumstances, the vast bulk of it off-road and on gravel roads. So bear that in mind. Don't worry, we'll be back with a lot more on the BYD Shark 6 soon. Anyway, so let's get into it. First thing you want to know about, right, is the powertrain. Well, it's just really, really weird to drive around a forest without diesel clatter. These electric motors just change the experience, and that instant access performance is quite stunning. The quietness didn't only catch us out, it also caught out a couple of hikers walking along. They just didn't hear us coming. And even though we're out here in the forest, what's really striking me, what is really becoming apparent to me, is how useful this thing's going to be in an urban environment. I mean, diesel utes are just not that much fun to drive in built-up conditions. The accessibility and ease of performance with this vehicle, a lot of people are just going to love that aspect of it. It's just going to change the way people think about driving utes in town. We've already explained just how different this vehicle is to orthodox utes. Well, one similarity right at its core is the Shark 6 still uses a ladder frame chassis. However, the battery acts as a supporting member of the frame. And noting that ease of use, it's not only the electric motors that are doing their bit, it's also the setup of the steering. It's actually very light and comfortable and direct. It's not your classic off-roader looseness about it, and that might be a problem when we get into some serious off-road territory down the track, but the light and direct nature of the steering combined with that electric motor, those electric motors I should say, really does make this a manoeuvrable and, dare I say it, fun to drive sort of vehicle. It really is quite enjoyable. Now the other thing about it is, yeah, this thing is as fast as BYD says it is. It really does get up and go. It's actually a little bit stunning how quick it is. So let me just give you a quick taste here. We're just gonna pull up and see if you can catch any of the fire and fury here.
That's good.
Okay, that's enough for me. Now what you notice there, we started to get into some pretty solid suspension movement. That's the other part of this vehicle. I reckon it's set up pretty firmly. It weighs over 2,700 kilos, so you've got to have a certain amount of firmness to the setup to cope with that. I don't reckon it's as well tuned in this area as, say, a Ford Ranger, but really a back-to-back comparo is what's needed to establish that. And don't worry, that'll come down the track. And it is also testament to the Shark that was talking about the Ranger in comparison to it. That means compared to the rest of the ute lineup, it feels competitive. It feels like the tuning work that's been done here in Australia as well as overseas has really worked on this vehicle. All right, now we're going to try a little bit of sort of techie off-road stuff, traversing a ditch and seeing how we go for grip, how we go for articulation, wheel travel, and so on. You know, you've got to have some concerns about a vehicle that doesn't have diff locks and so on, and an independent rear rad and the torsion beam to give it that extra articulation. So we're going to start off in mud mode and see how we go traversing this angled ditch. All right, here we are. All right, we're into it now, and we're going to try and climb up the other side. Okay, so it came out of that. You could feel the wheels spinning, you could feel they were in the air at different times, but there was the locking motion came in and did actually work. Now, really interestingly, with this car, with the traction control, the way it works is it shuts power off to the electric motors, and then there's some brake applied afterwards. The electric motor can react instantly, whereas the brake takes a little bit of time to respond. So that wheel clamping motion is primarily coming out of the electric motor, or motors, I should say. So that is a promising sign. That was not super difficult, but it's probably the most challenging obstacle we've got to test with today. But at least it shows it can deal with that. So overall, signs are very promising. This is a ute like no other. Whether it is a success or not, it introduces a powertrain concept to one of Australia's most popular vehicle categories that changes the game. It's as simple as that. For all the off-road work we've done in it, I reckon there's even more appeal for people who see the value of utes but aren't stuck on them being diesel. Attractive price positioning, its potential fuel savings, zero emissions and decent equipment add to its appeal. But there's still so much we want to know about the BYD Shark ute. We want to drive it in town. We want to drive it on a freeway at 100 kilometres an hour. We want to drive it on a winding mountain road. We want to take it off-road in tougher conditions than these, and we want to punish it on gravel, rutted, country, outback roads, 500 kilometres in a day, and see how it stands up. We want to do that because we think there's potential and promise here, but we just don't know how much. But by heck, we really want to find out. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for a lot more from us on the BYD Shark 6. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let us know what you think in the comments below.